As we come to the end of 2022, I thought I'll create a video on what does 2023 looks like, because it is an important to see different parameters, and by looking into it we can sense it what's going to happen for this 2023. So if you want to know, stick around. So let's look at the different index. First of all, in Australia, the number one thing that we are talking about, the housing crisis. What's happening with that. If you see in the pandemic time, last 2-3 years, we did not build many houses. The way we were building houses prior to pandemic, it drastically slowed down because of so many factors, like materials is not coming, there was labor shortage, and of course due to pandemic there was a shutdown. So there has become a housing crisis. We didn't build as many houses. Also, because of the more and more people are coming, and hopefully in 2023 more and more international people will be coming to Australia. So there is more people coming, and that is putting a pressure on this housing crisis as well. And let's not forget the natural calamity, the flood and other factors, that actually quite a few houses became unlivable, and that put a pressure on this rental market. So housing crisis is a number one factor, because if there is a crisis, if there is a more people, just like a demand and supply, more people wants houses and not many houses are available, hence it might give you a prospect. So that's one indicator of what will happen in 2023. Now, due to COVID, most of us are working from home. There are so many jobs that is getting done from home, and in a family where 2-3 people are working from home, as a result we need big houses. So a lot of people actually moving towards regional, towards area where there are big houses. The shortages of these big houses is quite massive, and it is, in my opinion, is going to be continuing in terms of this crisis in 2023 as well. And the second big index is the interest rate. As you know, the last year the interest rate has gone up drastically. It's almost 3% RBA rate has gone up, and probably this year we might have couple of interest rate increase as well. So this interest rate increase is going to, so the people will pay a much more higher mortgage payment, and as a result we will see a kind of a change on the market. So this is also another factor, because if the interest rate is going up even further, then it is going to put a pressure, and my market might slow down as well. So that is another index, that what is happening and how this is going to, in my opinion, that 2023 it should be looking like sort of flat in terms of interest rate increase, maybe 1 or 2 increase, but I don't see that it's going to go up like RBA rate 5%. That's just impossible as per as data shows. The third category is the migration. Australia, the way the COVID is being managed, there are a lot of people who actually wants to come to this country, and as soon as this visa will be provided, a lot of people will get permanent residency, and more importantly will come as an international students. The more and more people will be coming to this country, and it is going to shift that what's going to happen in this 2023. So that's another important factor about migration, how many people will be coming, and that will impact, in my opinion, that more people will be coming to Australia in 2023, and that will put a pressure on this housing market. Another important factor to look into is that as a country, Australia, we spent more that we earned during pandemic. Government spent more than the government earned, and individuals, some people who didn't put that effort and got money from government, and even businesses as well. So as a result, that if you see the overall productivity, it has gone down during this pandemic. So we need to catch up, so we need to put more. So that is another factor of what will happen in 2023. So the overall economy, the international students, mining, export, tourism, the overall business, how this is going to work out together is an important factor. So seeing all these parameters, to me it looks like it is almost impossible for Australia, the country like Australia, that the property market will go down drastically. It is just impossible, because the number of people that is coming and so many factors, that are housing crisis, it will, if not, it's going too much higher up, and it is going to, and then on top of that, if RBA starts dropping the interest rate again, as soon as it drops like even 0.5%, 0.50% or even 1%, we will be able to see that the market is going up again, because the sentiment is going to work that hey, it is going to continue going down and people are going to buy more and more properties, and it will put a upward pressure on the price. So to me, if we see all these factors, I would say that 2023 will be a kind of a stag, the first half at least, but then as soon as there are so many factors, of course, but then when the interest rate even goes down, or the international students comes more and more, and the housing crisis still remains, then it is impossible to for the property price to go down. So in your opinion, I mean, as I always say, that you should always look on your situation, and if you have that opportunity to buy, find out deals, work towards this, and if you get a deal, it's an even though it's an average deal, go buy it and then hold it. If you can continue holding this for 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and then it is going to give you an opportunity. If you are on the sideline, if you keep on sideline, then you will stay sideline forever, and then eventually 5 years, 10 years down the line, you will see that you are not doing. Because in property investment, I always talk about how you should buy a problem and turn that problem into a solution, and then either rent it out to the solution and sell the solution and make a lump sum profit. So buying a problem, selling a solution is an ultimate way to make money through real estate. And if you are following that, then it is impossible for you to lose money irrespective of any year. If you think that this video is helpful, then like this video, subscribe my channel and turn the notification bell on so you get to see more videos like this. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye bye.